Prince Mohammed bin Salman's arrival is imminent. In the coming days, the 33-year-old Saudi Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, who is also affectionately known as MBS, will set foot on Pakistani soil. He is the eldest son of Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud and his third wife, Fahda bint Fala bin Sultan. According to Al Jazeera TV's report on December 14, 2017, Princess Fahda bint Fala bin Sultan bin Hithlain belongs to the Ajman tribe. Her grandfather, Rakan bin Hithlain, was the chief of this tribe. In 2008, bin Salman married Princess Sarah bint Mashur bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, and they have 3 children. The Saudi Crown Prince received his early education in the capital, Riyadh, and was among the top 10 students in the country. After graduation, bin Salman established several firms before engaging in governmental affairs. He has served as the Secretary General of the Riyadh Competitive Council, Chairman of the King Abdulaziz Foundation, and a board member of the Al Bir Society for Development. In today's video, you will learn about Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud. But if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, press the subscription button and subscribe now. Born on August 31, 1985, the 34-year-old Prince Mohammed bin Salman will soon visit Pakistan. On April 28, 2015, Saudi Arabia's ruler, King Salman bin Abdulaziz, issued a new royal decree appointing Mohammed bin Nayef as Crown Prince and his son, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, as Deputy Crown Prince. Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz, besides being the Deputy Crown Prince, also served as Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Defense, and Chairman of the Economic and Development Council. As mentioned earlier, Mohammed bin Salman completed his schooling in Riyadh and was among the top 3 students in Saudi Arabia at the school level. During his studies, he took additional courses in various programs and earned a graduation degree in law. At the University of Riyadh, he ranked 2nd in law and political science. On April 10, 2007, by royal decree, Mohammed bin Salman was appointed as an advisor to the Saudi Cabinet's Council of Experts. He served in this position until December 16, 2009. On December 16, 2009, a royal decree appointed him as a special advisor to the governor of Riyadh. On March 3, 2013, he took on the responsibilities of Secretary General of the Riyadh Competitive Center, while also serving as a member of the King Abdulaziz Defense and Development Higher Committee. Prince Mohammed bin Salman was appointed as an aide to King Salman when he was the governor of Riyadh. He also served as the head of the Crown Prince's office and his principal secretary. On March 3, 2013, a royal decree appointed him as the director of the Crown Prince's Royal Court, granting him a ministerial rank. On July 13, 2013, he was appointed as the supervisor of the office of the Minister of State. On April 25, 2014, by royal decree, he was made a Minister of State and a Member of Parliament. On September 18, 2014, he was also given the additional charge of Chairman of the Executive Committee of the King Abdulaziz Board. On January 23, 2015, a royal decree appointed Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz as the special advisor to the custodian of the 2 holy mosques and the chief of the royal court. According to a report by Al Jazeera TV, as mentioned earlier, he was actively involved in governmental affairs. In terms of welfare work, Mohammed bin Salman established the MBS Foundation, a non-profit organization that provides Saudi youth with opportunities to build a bright future and serve their country through various business programs. In other words, Mohammed bin Salman has worked extensively on restructuring and reshaping the youth, which is why the younger generation is greatly influenced by him. According to a media report from October 22, 2018, Forbes Middle East named Mohammed bin Salman the Personality of the Year for his contributions as chairman of the MIS Foundation. Prince Mohammed bin Salman developed an interest in politics at the age of 24 when, on December 24, 2009, he was appointed as a special advisor to his father, who was then the governor of Riyadh province. On June 21, 2017, King Salman deposed his nephew, Mohammed bin Nayef, and appointed his son, Mohammed bin Salman, as Crown Prince. Following this, US President Donald Trump called Prince Mohammed bin Salman to congratulate him on his appointment. He became the world's youngest Minister of Defense and the Deputy Prime Minister of his country. He is known for his sensitivity to internal matters and his aggressive stance toward Iran. According to American media, King Salman's wealth is estimated at $17 billion, or approximately 380 billion Pakistani rupees, with the largest share coming from his family's media group ownership, which includes Pan Arab, Daily Ashaq, Al Sawt, and Al Iqtisadiyah. In November 2017, the prince ordered a crackdown on corruption, recovering more than $100 billion through settlements. His reforms include allowing women to drive, permitting music concerts in Saudi Arabia, establishing the first cinema in Saudi Arabia, planning to build over 2,000 cinemas by 2018-2030, allowing Saudi women to work without a male guardian, and announcing the construction of the world's largest cultural and sports entertainment city, southwest of Riyadh. These reforms have kept Prince Mohammed bin Salman frequently in the news. In February 2017, for the first time in Saudi Arabia, a woman was appointed as the head of the Saudi Stock Exchange. According to media reports, Prince Mohammed bin Salman intended to purchase a 5% stake in Saudi Aramco, the country's national oil company. However, there were also reports that he planned to sell a 5% stake, which could add $100 billion through an IPO. Investors were curious about whether Aramco's valuation would reach $2 trillion, as projected by the prince. Prince Mohammed bin Salman also announced the establishment of a $500 billion business and industrial zone called NEOM, located near the borders of Jordan and Egypt. This initiative marked a new era and approach to leadership in Saudi Arabia. The new team broke many traditions, merged several struggling government institutions into more active entities, or eliminated them altogether, making the decision-making process more streamlined and efficient. These changes were dramatic, consolidating much of the power in the hands of the Crown Prince. He became the Minister of Defense and emerged as the central policymaker in Saudi Arabia's oil industry. Meanwhile, Mohammed bin Nayef's influence in the Ministry of Interior began to wane, with many of his powers being transferred under the umbrella of the royal court. Overnight, the traditional methods of the Al Saud family were abandoned, including the time-consuming practice of consulting princes individually before making major decisions. Now the king and his son execute decisions as they see fit, impacting domestic and regional policies. Within the country, new perspectives emerged, recognizing the urgent need for broad economic and social reforms. Mohammed bin Salman laid the foundation for the Vision 2030 program, which aimed to reduce the country's dependence on oil. Additionally, the plan focused on involving the private sector and creating employment opportunities for the youth. On the international front, King Salman and his son decided to steer Saudi Arabia in a new direction. In March 2015, Mohammed bin Salman surprised everyone by launching a military campaign against Yemen. He undoubtedly faces numerous challenges, but he appears unfazed by them. He possesses an energetic and ambitious personality. However, his critics describe him as reckless and impulsive. Regardless, it is almost certain that after a long time, Saudi Arabia will see a relatively young king on the throne. Traditionally, Saudi kings ascend the throne in their 70s or 80s. His father, King Salman bin Abdulaziz, is 81 years old. During this period, Saudi Arabia may experience prolonged internal stability, reducing the uncertainties of succession. On the other hand, with personal and public support from US President Donald Trump, it is likely that Mohammed bin Salman will continue his campaign against Iran, which does not bode well for regional stability. Strategically, he may also intensify efforts to bring the other 5 members of the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, under his influence, with sanctions against Qatar appearing to be part of this strategy. However, it remains to be seen how the influential members of the Al Saud family perceive these developments. Not everyone believes that Mohammed bin Salman is the ideal choice for the next king. He has not received unanimous support from the Allegiance Council, and 3 out of 34 princes voted against him. In private gatherings, questions are raised about his ability to resolve the ongoing war in Yemen, tackle youth unemployment, and address other pressing issues. However, someone like him, who is more interested in running the monarchy with a presidential style than any of his predecessors, is unlikely to be concerned with such minor matters. The tradition of strong executive power is deeply rooted in Arab countries. The key question remains, how will the situation unfold? Moreover, how will he manage both his personal affairs and the broader domestic and international challenges facing Saudi Arabia?